trafficker, right? Has this ever happened to you? You're just trying to listen to some great music when it's revealed that the artist has done something terrible. Now you have the choice, missing out on your favorite tunes or looking like an asshole. Not anymore. With Now That's What I Call Disgraced Artists. Now That's What I Call Disgraced Artists is a collection of covers that sound exactly the same as real songs that were made by awful people. Now you can jam out to beloved hits without any guilt or judgment from others because you're not supporting the real artists. This album features the best of the worst, such as R. Jelly, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Not into today's hits? Don't worry, we've got some not-so-golden oldies from before anyone cared if you were a monster. Classics like Don Lennon, Miles Davis, Cuckberry,
Sweet little 16, she just got to have.
This is an album you can feel good about supporting. 50% of the proceeds go towards hiring a backup staff to cover the cover artists if any of them turn out to be bad. But until then, you can listen with ease. Is this R. Kelly? Nope. Now that's what I call disgraced artists, because the worst people make the greatest hits.
Tested. They've played a lot of great teams, and there isn't a style of play that they
Hey, Dad.
have not seen.
Hey, Maddie.
I just think Leonard.
Can I talk to you for a
Hamilton in
second?
This game, you have to coach these games like a game 7 because it's
What's
go home.
It's kind of serious. So, I have been holding something in for a really long time now, and I was hiding it because I didn't want to be judged by you, by the world. I know people see people like me a certain way, but I can't stay hidden anymore. It's too much. So I don't want you to see me any differently or think of me any
Don't
differently.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm always gonna be your father. I'll always accept you. You can tell me.
Okay. I like country music.
Country music?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Country music?
Yeah.
It's not just a fad or anything? It's not just something you're just trying out?
No.
But
I've tried to fight it for a really long time now, but it's no use.
I don't know what to say. You never showed any inkling for liking it. Whenever we were in the car and listening to classic rock, you seemed to enjoy all
It's
that.
a lie, Dad. It's all a lie. Okay, I didn't want you to see the real me. I was too ashamed. But I honestly, I couldn't even tell you the name of one Rolling Stones song.
what?
The only one that I know is that one that's like, I'll never be a pizza bird.
Beast of burden. Beast of burden.
I don't know what that is.
A donkey, a horse, a beast of burden, an ox, something that carries something. I'll never be your beast of burden. I'll never. Didn't you ever listen to the lyrics?
Okay.
What would pizza? That doesn't even make any sense. Pizza burden. I'll always be your pizza burden. What do you think he's saying to her?
I don't know. Maybe he just takes her out for pizza all the time or something. I don't freaking know.
Why would it be a burden to her if he's taking her to pizza? That doesn't even make. Oh my God!
okay.
This is just upsetting.
This is why.
Jesus.
This is what I'm saying. It's just that kind of music doesn't make any sense to me.
Your entire life, I've let you listen to 105 Dink FM, 70s, 80s, 90s, even 2000s, early 2000s. I mean, classic rock, pop music. It's all good. Country music. I never. Bet you it was that Uncle Cracker guy, huh? With his country but poppy songs. He's getting under your skin.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's
It wasn't
bad
like
influences.
Cracker, and it wasn't anything that you did or anything you let me listen to. I just think that I would have ended up this way no matter what.
No. I just don't get it.
So wait a second. If you like country, does that mean you're racist too?
No. Not all of us are like
Okay.
that. It's only, most. But I wish that you wouldn't base what you think of me off stereotypes. That's why I just said, like...
All right, I'm sorry. It was just very sudden. It was out of the blue. It was just my initial reaction. I get it. We each have our own proclivities. I mean, even when I was younger in college, I listened to Willie Nelson a few times, so I can understand it, experimenting with it. And George Strait, I'll hear him on the radio every so often when I'm flipping through the good channels, the good right channels. He gets a tear in my eye, So who's your favorite country artist? Dolly Parton. Kenny Rogers, he's always good.
So the thing...
I get Kenny.
The thing about
Man in
me
Black.
is that I actually am sort of into new country.
Oh, what? No, I'm sorry. That's a step too far.
Dad.
New country. Jesus. I just can't do it. You're not my daughter anymore.
Oh my God.
I can't accept you for that. Why don't you have Keith Urban be your new dad?
Oh, please. Please go back.
Alone in this house again tonight. I got the TV on, the sound turned.
Let me just start by saying this, okay? I know there's a lot of important shit to be angry about right now, but during these trying times, we seem to forget that there's a lot of unimportant shit to be angry about too. And I am steamed, folks. Steamed. So stop thinking about QAnon for a second and start thinking about dogs. Hey dogs! Why don't you know what's going on yet? Listen, dogs, you have 3 main activities, okay? Eating, sleeping, and going on a walk. And even though all dogs have been going on a walk for hundreds of years, and it's apparently like their favorite thing to do, you still don't know not to step over the fucking leash. Every single dog I've walked stops to pee, and then when they're finished, they step over the leash, and it gets all stuck under the leg. And then they don't know how to fix it. They just look up at me and they're like, I don't know what to do. The science is too complicated for me to understand. Dogs, just lift up your fucking foot, bro. How do we encounter the same issue every 45 seconds for your entire life and you never figure it out? You guys need to have a meeting and get your shit together because it's getting old. Next. IHOP. Why do you got steak on your menu? Huh? Do you really think that I'm waking up in the morning? Steak time! Nothing like a big juicy hunk of meat to get the blood flowing. Do I look like a fucking psychopath to you? Even if I was in the mood for steak at 8 a.m. for some reason, I'm not thinking to myself, oh, where can I go for some really good steak? IHOP. International House of Pancakes. Best steak in the Chicagoland area. Everyone knows that. Just get rid of it. Whoever put steak on the IHOP menu deserves the electric chair. Next. Tourists. What are you taking a picture of that for? I just moved back from Chicago and every day I would see tourists walking around. They stop and take a picture in front of some nothing-ass building. That's a TD Bank, man. What are you doing? And they have these really weird ideas about what goes on in Chicago. Like, my family was always worried about me getting shot. Do you know how weird it would be if I got shot? My main destinations were Columbia College Chicago and Target. If I got shot at one of these places, I am sure that I would deserve it. And then like my friends from Maine will ask me, do you and your friends like hang out at the Bean? Why the fuck would I hang out at the Bean? That's a dirty hunk of metal in the middle of town. No, I don't hang out at the Bean. If I texted my group chat and I was like, hey guys, you wanna meet up at the Bean later today? That I would get shot for, and I would deserve it. Next! Looking at people. How come I can't do it? I don't mean just like glancing at them for a few seconds. I mean like full on staring at another human being in my vicinity. Why is this weird? If I'm like on the bus or something and there's another guy that's sitting in the seat directly across from me, how come I'm not allowed to simply perceive him for a few minutes while I ride the bus? I don't want to look at the erectile dysfunction ad that I've seen 14 million other times, or the disgusting ground with urine on it. I just want to look at the row of people that's seated directly in my line of sight. It hurts my eyes to look at other shit after a while, because there's people everywhere, so I'm having to find the one empty spot on the bus, and I'm like this for like 15 minutes. Ow! Just let me look at you. Let me look at you. This has been Maddie's Burn Ward. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hey, your secretary just told me to come right in. No, please come in. Please, totally come in. Okay. Hi. Is everything okay? My boyfriend just broke up with me this morning, so I'm sorry. I'm a little bit rough, I'm a little raw, but we're working through it. So, how have you been since our last visit? Kind of depressed. I'm fighting with my dad again, so that's been rough. It's the whole money thing coming back, and I just feel like he is so controlling, and I'm suffocated. That's exactly the word that Brad used. Suffocated. Who is Brad? My boyfriend, well, like my ex-boyfriend. He, out of nowhere, said that I'm, like, too clingy, and I was suffocating him. Like, okay, I'm sorry that I, like, show people how I feel, and I'm not afraid to tell them how much I love them. Okay, so you're saying that he might be controlling out of love? Like, he's showing his love? Who is? My dad? What about him? Just the whole money thing, how he always holds it over my head. Oh yeah, that sucks. I totally feel that, because Brad was always doing stuff like that, like holding shit over my head. Like one time, I was messaging literally my best friend, Colton. I've known him since I was like 6. He would never ever like look at me like in any way, and I see him as like a brother, honestly. But he was telling me how sexy I looked that day because I posted a picture of myself on Instagram, and Brad like flipped out for some reason, and he said that if I'm allowed to talk to Colton that way, then he should be allowed to Snapchat Becca. And that's not the same thing. Like, that is not the same. Yeah. That reminds me of something, actually. My sister messaged me on Facebook yesterday, and she said that she's going to be in town next week, and she wants to get together. But I'm not sure that I've fully forgiven her, so I don't know what to do. All I can say to that is that if they fuck you over once, they'll fuck you over again, honey. Well, she didn't exactly fuck me over. I just wasn't pleased with the way she acted at our grandfather's funeral. Whatever, don't trust a hoe. That's what I'm saying. We're done giving second chances. Never again, bitch. Never again. Like, for example, one time last year, I took Brad back after he grabbed my aunt's boob at her wedding, and he blamed it on the fact that he did a bunch of cocaine right before then, so, like, I couldn't blame him for that, but I totally should have dumped his ass back then, and especially after the second time, but I kept giving him second chance after second chance after second chance. So, like, no. No, that's done now. So you're saying I shouldn't go see my sister, I should just keep my distance for now? Yeah, and like your grandfather too, honestly. Well, my grandfather's dead. Yes, bitch! That is the attitude that we gotta have. Like, whoever crosses us is dead to us. Well, he's actually dead. Remember, he died a few months ago from heart failure? Oh, yeah. I feel like that's what happened with me and Brad, honestly, because my heart was in it, but but it was a failure because it takes two to make a relationship work. And he stopped caring a long time ago, okay? I knew he was mentally checked out when he refused to pay for my animal massage school. Like, that was my dream. Wow. That is exactly the same. Yeah. So, what else is going on? Well, Tuesday will mark 1 year that I've been sober. Oh, yes. Yes, good for you. That's a big deal. Yeah, I know. It should feel really good, and it does, but I've sort of been struggling with it because, I don't know, it's like 1 year. That's so much time that I haven't been drinking, and I'm proud of myself, but I feel like the way I want to congratulate myself is by having a drink. And I know that if I have one drink, I can't handle that. It's going to downward spiral. It's going to turn back into my old ways. But I don't really know how to stop that temptation. Oh yeah, I feel. He just posted an Instagram story of his coffee with no caption. I feel like that's totally directed towards me because like we were like up really late fighting last night, so he's saying like he's so tired that he needs a coffee and he's trying to blame it on me and make me feel like bad. He's such a manipulative fuck. Like, I hate him. Wow. Yeah, I have honestly never met a more self-centered person in my life. Can you get in this picture? Because I look really hot today, and so I'm gonna post it on my Instagram story and make him, like, feel bad. But why do I have to be in it? Well, yeah, but if you're in it, then it shows him that, like, I'm not really affected by it. I don't even care. I'm just, like, hanging out with my friend, having fun. You're my therapist. Exactly. Okay. No, like it's serious. Like, don't smile. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay. I hope that things will be better by next week. By next week, I'm not even gonna remember his name, honestly. By the way, I know this wasn't like the full hour, but it's still gonna be 300. Oh, thanks again for coming out today.
Yeah, of course. It's my pleasure.
I always like to take new employees out for drinks, you know. I just think it's a good way to get to know them without the pressure of work.
I agree. I think it's definitely a really good way to, make someone feel more comfortable.
Definitely, and you could be intimidated by me when I'm scary boss lady at the office, but try taking me seriously when Jack Daniels is talking. No pun intended.
I think the alcohol's getting to me too a little bit. Kind of missed the pun there.
What pun?
You said no pun intended.
Right.
There was no pun.
I didn't intend there to be. That's why I said it.
Oh, okay. So I heard that early next month we might be taking on a new client.
So they say, but they're dragging their feet a little bit on signing the papers. They think that JP Morgan's stock is going to go down, which it is, but we've known that from the get-go, so I don't see why it makes a difference now.
From the get-go? Don't you mean from the get-go, like from the beginning?
From the get-go? The get-go, what are you saying? The get-go? Are you saying get-go?
From the get-go, like the phrase from the get-go?
No, you must be confused, sweetie. It's from the get-go. Like the Geico gecko, he's like a key member of the Illuminati, and he occasionally leaks valuable information to the public. So when we learn something really important, we can only assume it's from the gecko.
Where did you hear that from?
On Alex Jones a few years ago, so it's like a trusted source, but it's like widely known. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I have an exciting new term of events to talk to you about.
Turn of events, you mean?
I don't know what that is. Phenomenon. So this is an exciting term. It means events, but it's like way more exciting than just the word event. So I think that we should start using it more around the office to spice things up a little bit.
So it's an actual term of events, like it means events.
Correct.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I think you mean turn of events, like a turn of events.
I have never heard of this before, so that is kind of stupid, no offense. But oh my god, we're squabbling about work again. I invited you out here to have fun, so let's talk about something else. Do you have a family, Ken?
Well, not currently. I'm not really seeing anyone. I just got out of a long-term relationship. Kind of just working on myself right now, taking a break.
Yeah, I actually get that. I recently broke up with my girlfriend as well.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I know you struggle for sure.
It's okay. I could care less about her.
You couldn't care less about her.
But I could care less. A lot less. In fact, I couldn't care more. I miss you, Gina.
Oh, it's okay.
Please come back to me, baby.
It's okay. It's okay. You'll find someone new in no time. I promise. In no time.
I don't know. I just like, I gotta figure out a way to just get her out of my sister.
Please tell me you mean to get her out of your system.
No, when we were dating, she fell in love with my sister and left me for her. She's probably wrist deep inside her right now.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
Mm-mm. I wish I were kidding. I wish I were kidding. But I decided I'm just gonna give both of them the cold boulder.
The cold shoulder.
No, I'm gonna drop a freezing cold boulder on their house.
Okay. I'm done here.
Oh, wait, come on, don't rub salt in my womb. Ah! Ooh, big wood board just went into my vagina. That's not the kind of wood I want in my vagina.
Oh, definitely. It definitely sets a tongue twisters. I was like, it's what did I
50% of the proceeds. Don't! What are you barking at, bro? Go away. To cover the cover artists, in case any of them turn out to be bad. Boris, go lay down. Now that's what I call disgraced artists, is a collection of covers. Of what? Has this ever happened to you? You're just trying to listen to some great music when it's revealed that the artist... Oh, fucking A. Has this ever happened to you? 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 Okay, that was creaky stairs.